Hi folks, how we all doing? Hope yous are all enjoying the bit of good weather as much as I am. Well, when I say enjoying it for as long as I can possibly stick the heat without having to go in and out of it. Speaking of heat, the first topic I'm going to cover in today's video is, as you can see sitting on my rather ample gut, we have the first of the eco bales, which we started making about 2 months ago at this stage. Uh, just ready to give it a trial run. Well, I should actually be truthful and say the first half of the eco bale is ready to go, because such is how dry as it got. It actually split in two when we went to move it. So that would certainly endorse the drying part of the process anyway. So you join me live here as I am just about to send it to flight into the fire pit, and let's see how it takes off for itself. And as you can see, the first eco bale has gone into the fire pit, and after a little bit of manoeuvring around, it is now at the centre of the fire pit. And as you can see, from the minute we put it into the centre of the fire pit, it definitely has stoked the fire and made it a bit stronger. So it'll be very interesting to see just how long it burns for before it burns out. I just said to Susie off camera there a moment ago, it's a sign that, thank God, the weather is getting better. There's actually a few fires worth of ash in the bottom of the fire pit at this stage, so whenever it goes out and cools down, that will be another job to clean that out. If she pans a little bit to the right hand side, you will see that we also made another purchase yesterday. My very first barbecue. Now, yes, it is small. Yes, I'm sure there are ones which are infinitely better than it. But what the hell, it only cost 12 quid. It'll do for us starting off. It did dinner for myself and Susie and Mother Dearest last night, and we actually did enough that there's a bit for tonight's dinner left over as well. If you stay with me now as I head into the workshop, I will explain a little bit of how the purchasing of the barbecue came around. Well, actually, I just thought of something. I'll do it out here before I go in. As any of you that would have seen my Facebook or Instagram over the weekend will know, to my indescribable heartache and complete shock, my dearly beloved Labrador buddy went to the big kennel in the sky in his sleep on Sunday morning, and look, we're all still totally in shock, we're all still devastated, and I will openly admit that apart from crying for about 10 or 15 minutes after laying the poor creature to rest on Sunday morning, it most certainly hasn't hit me yet, and I'm sure it will someday in an outrageous wallop. But on the spur of the moment, and maybe as a way of dealing with anger or heartache or upset or whatever you want to call it, I decided on the spur of the moment on Sunday evening that I was coming out to the workshop, I'm going to do my own little memorial for the big man, if you want to call it that. So, seeing as how I've been getting such a kick out of woodwork lately, what I've done was I got a small little bit of timber which actually began life as a card holder that Susie's dad had made for us, but
his first attempt, we still have a second one.
Being the perfectionist he is, he wasn't happy with the first go, so he made us another one which is absolutely perfect. But when poor old Bud went to the great dog track in the sky, I decided I wanted to make something unique that we could keep forever and put somewhere to remind us of him. Not that we'd ever forget, but so what I did was I got the old card holder, and after toing and froing in my head, my initial thought was to put a sort of cross over where he's buried in the garden, but I just didn't fancy the idea the more I thought about it. So what we decided to do was I'm going to make a little plaque and put it on the wall in the porch, what was Buddy's bedroom, and we're going to just put it and call it that, but rather than just put a plain piece of wood and leave it at that, I said, hold on, if I'm going to do this, let's make it a bit special. So what I did was I got out my beloved rasp set, which is absolutely my favourite tool in the workshop at the moment, as Susan shakes some of the dust out of it. And what I did was I carved I suppose you would say filed out 4 paw prints in the little bit of wood to mark his 4 paws and how big of an imprint they left on my life. And that's literally only the bare product so far. I'm just after giving it a good going over with some sandpaper. I am now going to give it a couple of coats of varnish before my very talented better half is going to do a special little inscription on one side of it before we mount it in the porch. As some of you will no doubt have seen, the tool rack has been finished. It's sitting on the table to Susie's left hand side. I am currently debating whether to give it another coat or not. The front has got what, love? Two, the front, yeah. The back needs its second coat, but we'll deal with that in a day or two. It was sort of put on the back burner with everything that happened on Sunday morning and been honestly out of sync since. But this here little Buddy memorial is going to get a couple of coats of varnish as well, and then, as I say, Susan is going to do a little bit of an inscription on it, and we will put it up. Before anyone asks, yes, there will be another canine addition to the squad, or maybe 2 if I can talk nicely to certain people, but we won't do it yet. It's still a bit raw, but if anything, his passing did give me a kick in the backside I needed just to get into doing something again. So we'll keep you posted either here on YouTube or on the website or Instagram as this little project keeps going. Stay tuned. We'll try to have plenty of content flowing as often as we can. As always, hit the like and subscribe button. It does help the channel and opens up more of our variety of quality and content that we can bring you. So for now, I'll sign off and I will check in with you all soon again.